It's a place very close to you, a place easily accessible in a serene environment with adequate security. Ade Super Hotels Limited is the place with the state-of-the-art facility, spacious car park, air-conditioned rooms and suites with modern toilet facilities, standard swimming pool, well-stocked indoor and outdoor baths, boardroom for corporate meetings, halls for all kinds of events and parties, a gymnasium equipped with up-to-date facilities, restaurants that provide local and continental dishes with special services for banquet and buffet. Laundry services are also available. At Ade Super Hotels Limited, you are assured of 24 hours power supply as well as best ever reception that you can imagine. Ade Super Hotels is located at Ilesha Road, PO Box 3028, Akure, Ondo State. Telephone 0803 440 4358, 034 206 855. Email adesuperhotels@yahoo.com. Website www.adesuperhotels.com. Ade Super Hotels Limited, hotel with passion for maximum comfort.
Every life is longing for green power. Here comes StarTime Solar Power System. Stay powerful to provide you with the best entertainment experience. Easy use, no worry with the safety circuit protection design and long lifespan battery. With StarTime Solar Power System, you no longer need to worry about charging household appliances. And more types of solar power system are available for your different requirements. StarTime Solar Power System, power your life.
Tonight, new INEC chair commissioners take oath of office. International Nurses Day, patients call for massive recruitment in health sector. Stakeholders advocate skill acquisition as key to reducing unemployment. Good evening and welcome to Nta Akure News at 7. I'm Ifeolu Amoshile. President Bola Tinubu has inaugurated two newly appointed national commissioners of the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC). The president also swore in two board members of the Code of Conduct Bureau. Four of them took oaths of office before President Tinubu at the commencement of the Federal Executive Council meeting for this Monday. While Tuko Abdulrazak Yusuf from Katsina State represents Northwest, Professor Sunday Aja from Ebonyi State is representing Southeast in the vacancies that existed in the Electoral Commission. Kenneth Ukmeme from Cross River State and Honorable Ibrahim Buba, retired from Taraba State, are new board members of the Code of Conduct Bureau. The leadership of the People's Democratic Party has set up a 7-member committee headed by the former president of the Senate and former governor of Kwara State, Dr. Bukola Saraki, to bring quick reconciliation and reach out in such a manner that the party will have a very rancor-free and harmonious NEC and convention this year. This formed part of resolutions reached after a meeting between the PDP Governors Forum, former governors who are still members of the party, and the party's National Working Committee. Correspondent Timothy Yusuf reports.
All the governors elected on the platform of the PDP, former governors that are still in the party, including the FCT Minister Nyesom Wike and some members of the National Working Committee, arrived at Sokoro Lodge of the Bauchi State Government, one after the other, for a meeting that held behind closed doors. Briefing the media after the meeting, Chairman of the PDP Governors Forum and Governor of Bauchi State, Senator Bala Mohammed said some of the discussions were related to the party's existential issues with a view to navigate smoothly for the National Executive Committee meeting of the party that is scheduled to take place on the 27th of this month and convention by August 2025.
So many issues and francos have been made, and it is an opportunity to close rank and to make sure that at least there is no ill feelings, there are no qualms, there are no misgivings between the leaders of the party.
On the defection in the party, the meeting described it as manifestations in a democratic setup.
And this is what is forcing us to come together, rather than diminishing us and weakening us, is making us stronger. We will make sure at least those chapters where we have history, where we have structure, are not left alone.
The meeting, however, acknowledged that there are quite a lot of issues that are affecting the party and causing crises within it, assuring that all will be resolved soon. Timothy Yusuf, NTA News.
May 12 every year, nurses across the globe celebrate the International Nurses Day. The annual event serves as a powerful reminder of the vital role nurses play in healthcare systems and the broader impact of their well-being on national development. Adebayo Jagede reports that the theme for this year is Our Nurses, Our Future. Caring for nurses strengthens economies.
Commemorates the International Nurses Day, attention is once again drawn to the vital role nurses play in delivering quality health care. From direct patient care and medication administration to health education and advocacy, nurses are often the first and most frequent point of contact for patients and their families. Speaking with NTA News, some patients commended nurses for their dedication and commitment, acknowledging their significant contribution to the well-being of the population.
They are trying, honestly, and they check patients regularly. They attend to patients when they are in need of help.
Some nurses, however, raised concerns over the shortage of manpower in the health sector, noting that the lack of sufficient staff is impacting patient care as they appeal to the authorities to prioritize large-scale recruitment in order to ease the burden on the existing workforce.
We are short-staffed. We need more hands to work effectively. In a situation whereby a nurse is supposed to 10 nurses are supposed to cater for patients, and we have just 2 nurses. Another one is that we are not well remunerated, and the government have been trying, but the government needs to do more. Assuming the government is doing well for nurses, they won't be traveling abroad.
We know how to fit into the gap. There are times we seek for this or that from the government or from the hospital facility. They may not be able to provide it. So we have to improvise to save our patients or our clients.
If nurses are well paid, they don't have any cost of traveling out of the country, because what is obtainable there will also be here as well.
As nurses across the globe mark this year's celebration under the theme, Our Nurses, Our Future, caring for nursing strengthens economies, there is a renewed call for strategic investment in the nursing profession to ensure a more robust and efficient healthcare system. Nta Akure, Adebayo Jagede, NTA News.
You are still watching Nta Akure News at 7. We shall be back in a moment. Please stay with us.
Television College Jos, you will dive into exhilarating hands that will fuel your passion in education and propel your career to new heights. We don't just teach, we craft the next generation of media leaders. Explore our diverse offering, understanding the personnel matters and issues in the public service, basic development communication, financial reporting under IPSAS and interpretation of public sector accounting standard IPSAS, audit, internal check and control management, video camera maintenance, new technologies optics, fiber, IP technologies, automation, storage management, and wireless technology. Challenges and opportunities in the secretarial profession in the digital age. Digital marketing, basic drama, online reporting, understanding the provisions of the revised public service, audio engineering operations and maintenance, camera operations, and intermediate drama. Mark your calendar. The second quarter of 2025 is your launch pad. This is your moment to seize the future. Announcer Management.
Our major currency unit is the Naira, while the minor unit is the Kobo. They are both in notes and coins. The Naira is more than just a medium of exchange. It bears the images of our heroes. So, stop abusing the Naira. It is a criminal offense to spray the Naira at events. Stop stepping on the Naira. It's not your enemy. Do not squeeze, ruffle, or write on the Naira. Handling the Naira with dirty or oily hands can deface the Naira. Love the Naira as you love yourself. Be a real Nigerian. Do not abuse the Naira.
You are welcome back. You can also watch us on our social media handles, Facebook at Nta Akure and on YouTube at Nta Akure. The decline in interest in apprenticeship among Nigerian youths is becoming a source of concern to stakeholders who fear it may lead to shortage of skilled labor and increase unemployment if not urgently addressed. The stakeholders who spoke with Elinundubisi in Akure stated that revamping apprenticeship skills could tackle youth employment and promote self-reliance in the country.
Apprenticeship has traditionally served as a vital pathway for young people to acquire practical skills and reduce unemployment through hands-on training in various trades. However, recent findings indicate a sharp decline in youth's participation in skill acquisition programs, a trend experts warned could negatively affect service delivery and the availability of skilled labor in the near future.
The people in the business currently, they are going to retire one day. If they retire and there is no transfer of knowledge, that's a problem for a nation. So transfer of knowledge really need to happen.
Some artisans and industry players attribute the decline to the growing preference among youths for conventional university education, often perceived as offering more stable and prestigious career opportunities.
A lot of youths see farming as a dirty job, and they don't want to do dirty jobs. They want to live large, and because of that, we have a serious reduction in youth engagement in apprenticeship, mentorship, and the rest. And also some parents are not encouraging their offsprings to also go for mentorship, apprenticeship, to learn one or two skills to be able to develop themselves.
Recently now, we don't see people come to learn work, so we are just doing it all alone. So.
Some government officials highlighted the importance of youth engagement in vocational training, urging them to take advantage of initiatives put in place by the government to promote skill development.
In the National Directorate of Employment, the government has been encouraging them, imagining putting somebody to learn a skill free of charge. Nobody is taking anything from them. They are to learn free of charge. We even provide a stipend for them, transport fare for them, and when they graduate, when they finish this training, we give them money for empowerment.
They further stressed that reshaping public perception of apprenticeship and expanding access to training opportunities can provide young Nigerians with sustainable career paths, while also addressing the rising rate of youth unemployment. In Akure, Helen Ndubisi, NTA News.
Let's join Toyin Emilola on business news.
The Central Bank of Nigeria has warned Nigeria against engaging with individuals and group peddling fictitious contract loans and financial grants issued or endorsed by the Apex Bank. In a statement issued on Monday by the CBN Acting Director of Corporate Communication, Mrs. Akima Sidi Ali, the Apex Bank said its attention had once again been drawn to the activities of fraudster falsely claiming to represent or act on behalf of the bank. In another development, Nigeria's total public debt rose by 57.3 trillion within the first 18 months of the current administration. According to analysis of data released by the Debt Management Office, the increase represents a 65.6% surge in the debt stock, growing from 87.38 trillion recorded at the end of June 2023 to 144.67 trillion as of December 2024. President Bola Tinubu, who assumed office on May 29, 2023, inherited a debit portfolio that already reflected heavy domestic obligations, including a 22.7 trillion ways and means balance from the Central Bank of Nigeria. However, within a year and a half, Nigeria's borrowing profile expanded sharply, driven by increased local debt and a steep depreciation of the naira. At the end of June 2023, the DMO reported that Nigeria's total external debt stood at 33.25 trillion, while domestic debt was 54.1 trillion. By December 2024, external debt had jumped to 70.29 trillion, while domestic debt climbed to 74.38 trillion. And that will be all on business news. I am Oluwatoyin Emilola, NTA News, Akure.
Next on our lineup is sports update with Peter Umwante.